Namaste. My name is Nikhilesh and I teach artificial intelligence and large language models to senior IT professionals. So in this video, we'll create a multilingual summarization tool using an LLM. So we can use, so basically we'll be using LLM from OpenAI. Now what we need to learn here. So there are two things which we need to learn. One, first, we want model to do two things: translation and summarization, right? So we send a large text. Model has to either summarize it first and then translate, or translate it first, or it can summarize later, but it needs to do two activities, right? Now how can we do that? That's one. Second, if we don't want to hard code the language or the text, then how can we do that? So we'll be discussing these two solutions. So to solve these problems, we need Langchain. So first, Langchain provides prompt template where we can pass variables within the prompt, and second is Langchain's component, which is chain. So we can create a chain so that LLMs can do two actions, one after the another. In chain, output of first chain becomes input of the second chain. So this is what we'll do. So first let's install Langchain and OpenAI, and then we'll be installing Langchain community. So Langchain community is used to access any third party models, or any, if you want to access any third party things, then we need to install Langchain community. Earlier it was not, earlier it was done only using installing Langchain, but now Langchain has introduced Langchain community as well. So we need to install Langchain community, and then we need to add our API key, which is OpenAI API key. You can add your OpenAI API key here. You can assign a variable, and then basically you need to get the data using, or basically get the API key using this variable. So we are saying from Google Colab import user data, and then open API key is this much, right? So now let's run this. Just make sure that this variable should be the same which is here. Okay, now let's see what we are doing. So now what we are saying, that we are assigning three messages. One is your AI message, second is your human message, and third is your system message, right? So human message is what the user will send. System message is basically to dictate how your user, your AI or your chatbot should behave. And AI message is what is basically AI for basically how in any instruction for your chatbot. So let's run this, and then we have this large text which we want to summarize, which we are adding in speech. You can add anything. I have added a paragraph on artificial intelligence. Now for system message, we are saying you are an expert assistant with expertise in summarizing large paragraphs, and human is please provide a short and concise summary of the following paragraph, right? So basically, and we are adding the text which is there in the speech. So this will go, and we are using a model GPT 3.5 turbo. You can use any other model, GPT 4 as well, to do that. And then let's print the summary. Okay, so getting the summary is not a big deal, right? You can we are just accessing the model, we are sending the text, and then we are getting the summary. Now what we are doing, we are basically, now let's summarize, and we can basically translate into another language as well. So for that, first we need LLM chain. Basically, as I said, we need to do two activities, and then we need to import prompt template. So using prompt template, basically we can assign variables within a prompt. Now if you see, we have this general template where we are saying write a summary of the following speech. Now speech is the variable we are assigning, and then we are not hard coding the language as well. So we can ask the user in which language user wants the summary, and then basically by defining prompt template we are passing input variables speech and language, and then we are assigning template equals to generic template. Just note that whatever the variables you have, you need to assign them in curly braces. So now summary or following cannot be the variable. Whatever will be there in curly braces, that will be taken as a variable, and then you need to specify this variable. So now we have created a prompt template. Now what we can do, we can complete the prompt one way, like we can one in French as well, but let's do it in Hindi because I don't know French. So even if it gives the answer in French, I'll not be able to check. So now let's complete the prompt, and then basically let's and then now, so now we are saying that this is the speech, and now translate into Hindi. So now first what it will do, first it will take the speech, uh, translate into Hindi, and then provide us the summary. So we need two things. So this is what we have got. So first it has basically taken the speech, and then it has also translated into thing, right? So this is how we can build a multilingual text summarizer. The idea is that if we want to do more than one activity, we need to take help of Langchain chain component. And if we don't want to make it if we don't want to hard code things, then we can use variable, and then we can pass those variables within prompt using Langchain's prompt template. So this is how Langchain can help developers in building LLM applications. I hope you like this video. Uh, Please follow me for more such videos. I try to explain LLM and AI in a very simple language. Thanks.